Welcome back to the College Football Live Top 20 Countdown. See, the problem with great recruiting classes is they come with huge expectations. None more so than the Seminoles of Florida State. Top class in 2011, number 2 this year. Let's see how it translates.
Well, last year, Florida State had a lot of preseason hype. You know, they were up early as a top 5 team. They had a big game against Oklahoma, fought hard, came up a little bit short, and it seemed to really affect them emotionally. I don't think they were ready for that hype. They ended up starting the season 2-3, and of course, they recovered. But I think here we go, round 2. They're going to get a lot of hype. They're going to say E.J. Manuel, got about 19 guys with starting experience. People are expecting. It's like people want Florida State to come back. Are they ready round 2?
Ready round 2. I think this is a year we're going to see the fruits of Jimbo Fisher's labor with respect to recruiting really pay dividends. I think there's reason for optimism. You know, last year's team, guys, got decimated by injury. If this team can stay healthy with all these great young players and a schedule that sets up pretty good again, I think we were a year early last year.
Yeah.
I think this year, I think it's legit.
You know, I think it all comes down to the way the offensive line plays, and this is a theme that you see throughout college football, or any level of football for that matter. You can have all the skill players you want, all the talent at the skill positions. It doesn't matter if those guys up front aren't getting it done. And we saw in that second half of that Champs Sports Bowl, Notre Dame, 4 true freshmen starting in that ball game, maybe earning their stripes a little bit, and you hope that can carry over, because the one thing this team did not do very well is run the football. Didn't have any kind of balance. 102nd in the nation last year, only 4.2 yards a carry. They have got to get better running the football, get some balance in there, because E.J. Manuel or Clint Trickett, neither one of those guys is going to be able to get the job done if they have to do it all on their own.
And I think if you look at that Champs Sports Bowl, you know, Notre Dame jumps out 14-0. Florida State can't block on the offensive line because they are starting all these young guys. The second half, it was spread them out, pitch and catch with E.J. Manuel. And maybe that has to be the philosophy. I think it might have to be a philosophy change. I know Jimbo wants to do his thing, and he wants to run the football and wants to play action. But if the line can't hold up, it has to be screens and draws. It has to be quick pass plays. And also, he can run, and he is a great runner. I mean, I'd say he's a better runner than he is a passer right now. And he's still, you know, I'll be honest, you watch the tape of him too. He's got a long way to go. Anticipation, throwing people open, reading coverages quickly. He's not a guy that got the quarterback position extremely well. Now, listen, it doesn't help when you throw from your back. Yeah. But it's also it doesn't help when you get hit every single time. But he's got to take that next step.
I think this period of time right now is critical for them, especially, you know, no interaction with the coaches, only the strength and conditioning coach and his staff. So now this is when E.J. Manuel and the receivers and the running backs, they have to go out there and start to just police themselves and conduct their own 7-on-7 drills, their own individual drills, and try to develop some sort of chemistry so they can find the number 1 receiver.
We're focusing a lot on the offense.
That's all I'm about to say. Let's get to it.
But I'm about to drop the gauntlet. This could be, with Mark Stoops and his style, this could be maybe the best defense in the country.
They gave up 2.35 yards a carry. I mean, something just that's absolutely silly. I mean, if you get better on that defensive line, first of all, they have an SEC type defensive rotation. They got guys that can rotate in and out.
They stay fresh. They can play fast the whole game.
Yeah, and a lot of times you go, wait, I have a great pass rush, so it helps my corners that aren't good. But they have 3 corners that they can put out there. Joiners are excellent safety that they converted from corner. They can play corner and give you a lot of things. They're stacked on defense.
Need to be more disciplined. 118th in the nation last year. Penalties killed them. With 18 starters back, if Florida State gets off to a good start, look out for the Noles this year.
You know, he always seems to be on the hot seat, but look at what Mark Richt has been able to do in his time at Georgia. 3rd highest win percentage among all active FBS coaches, and his team comes in this year as our number 6.
You know, with the Georgia